Our next step of our husbandry skills. This is an idea I got from Susan Garrett. If you haven't heard of her, go check her out because this is a phenomenal idea. And this is going to be one way that you can start conditioning your dog to seeing nail clippers or a Dremel, and then it's going to be hearing them. So what you need, some sort of bucket or purse or box or something, and you'll need a few different items in here. So I'll walk through what I've got. I've just got a regular lid, one of Mango's bandanas, bottle of lotion, back scratcher, and I've got my Dremel, and I've also got nail clippers in here. Because I'm going to be dremeling my dog's toes, I'm only going to be giving cookies for when I pull this out. So what I'm going to be doing is, let's say I was walking around my house with this and I pull something out. Okay, cool, I pulled out some lotion. Don't really make a big deal of it, whatever. Okay, cool. Pulled out my bandana. No big deal. Ooh, but anytime I pull out this Dremel, oh yeah, good boy. The sight of the Dremel gets the dog something that they love, a nice treat. Maybe I pull out this lid, no big deal. Maybe I pull out these nail clippers because I won't be using these. Good boy. Yes, good boy. What we want to start seeing is a yippee response from our dog. Whenever this nail Dremel comes out, good boy, the dog is like, oh my gosh, that's the greatest thing ever. So you're going to do this throughout the day, just randomly. Just do it only a few times. Make it a big surprise whenever this nice Dremel comes out. Good boy. And anytime anything else comes out of this bucket, you kind of get excited. No, just that. We got in here. Oh, just some lotion. Oh my gosh, what is this? This gets you good stuff. Anytime they see the thing, they get a reward. Then what we want to start doing is slowly conditioning our dog to the noise of it. There's a few different ways to do this. It kind of depends on your dog, so talk to me if you're having questions about this. The way I personally like to start it, if my dog is not afraid, is I like to start with it all the way up. Cookie. All the way up. All the way up. Cookie. All the way up. All the way up. It's a little hard to do with one hand. So the reason I like to do it all the way up, come on, get your cookie, you ate it, didn't eat it. So he was a little concerned because he spit his cookie out and he didn't get it. So the reason I like to do it all the way up is because it's louder and it's more intense. And if I can make the louder and more intense thing the greatest thing in the world, when I go down to the actual level at which I'm going to start doing my dog's toes at, we're going to have more success. So I just make it a game of, you hear this thing get turned on, you get a cookie. It gets turned off. It's not going near him, I'm not moving it towards him, I'm not doing his toes, nothing. Until I get to the point with him where I can turn this on, just died. But anyway, when I get to the point where I can turn this on and he is looking at me like, where's my cookie lady? Then I'm gonna start adding in a little bit of motion towards him, not touching him just yet. When I do actually start touching him, I'm gonna go to a lower setting on him, because I want the dog understanding that when this thing touches you, it's not scary, it's a great thing, good stuff happens. So we just start with a game of what's the thing in the bag, go to some noise desensitization. If you're gonna use nail clippers, you're gonna wanna get used to them going like this, because some of these nail clippers do make a lot of noise when they're opened, and that is often the time that the dog gets a little bit nervous and runs away, is when you unclip the nail clippers, or they hear them going like this, which you probably can't hear, but it does make a little bit of noise, and again, some of them are louder than others. But this is how we start progressing, desensitizing our dogs to having their nails trimmed. Could do the same thing with anything. Ear cleaner, shampoo, spray. Like if you had some sort of little bit of deodorizer, want to make sure it's fairly natural. I don't use those on my dogs. But anything that your dog's a little bit hesitant about. Maybe just a spray bottle of like a little mister of water in case you ever have a medication that you need to spray on your dog. Then they start understanding that when that stuff comes out, it's a great thing and good stuff happens for them. So let me know if you have questions on how to do this. Again, go check out Susan Garrett if you haven't already. Good buddy.